Alright, so right now we discussed about the whole plotting degree, so what the buttons did. We've created our first graph and that's fantastic. But I'm sure you probably know that there's more to the graph, right? You have the concept of a title. You have the concept of putting a word for the x-axis, putting a word for the y-axis. How do we do that? So for the next few lectures, at least for the end of this module, I'm going to be creating all of my code or typing all my code inside of a file. And the reason I'm doing this is because it saves us time, easy to edit. We don't have to type all our code back. So here it is. Let me just go ahead and get my 3 lines of code there. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, I guess. Doesn't really matter what you call it. Just know what you're calling it. And then we said plt.plot. We did the x coordinates first, so 1, 2, 3, 4 are our x coordinates, comma, the next 4. So the y coordinates, let's go ahead and do the same ones, 3, 8, 10, 25, right? So we plotted the graph, that was fantastic, and then we did plt or pt.show. So now before doing show, let's go ahead and discuss what other things there are to a graph. I'm gonna go ahead and open Paintbrush again because I love the tool. Since there is no Paint in Apple or in a Mac, so I'll just be using this. Okay, so we've discussed how a graph looks. We've created a very simple graph. Currently our graph looks something like this. So this is positive x, the one I'm making right now, x, this is y, and this is negative. We don't really care about that, but our graph currently looks something like this. It's pretty close actually, where this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this was 4. Okay, so pretty neat graph right now, but there is still a lot more that we can do. Now if you've ever used graphs, and I'm pretty sure you have, there's a concept of a title, right? So in the title, usually add something up top. This is a graph of rain. Whoa, that was horrible. This was a graph of rain in December. So on December 1st, we had 3 inches. On December 2nd, we had 5. On December 3rd, we had 8. And on December 4th, we had 25 inches of rain. Can you believe that, guys? 2 feet. That's pretty impressive. So we've added this title. Now we also have to label, hey, what's the x-axis and what's the y-axis, because that is key in any graph. So go ahead and add some text as well. The bottom, the x-axis is what? The days. So days in December, I guess. In December, hit place. Okay, we place this over here. And what's the right-hand side? The right-hand side is inches. Let me capitalize that. Inches. What? Inches. There we go. Inches of rain. Okay, so it's not realistic, but it's fine for now. So the y-axis is inches of rain. The x-axis is days in December, and we have a title, rain in December. So we want to replicate that inside of the graph that we've created right now. And the way we can do that is by using some straightforward functions. Let me get that over here. Okay. What you want to do is say plt.title, and the title is going to be rain in December. Okay, that will give us the title of the graph. Next thing you want to write is plt.xlabel. So xlabel will give you the label of the x-axis, so you can specify what is it. Well, we decided it's going to be days in December, and our y is going to be plt.ylabel inches of rain. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And last but not least, we have to say plt.show. Okay, save this. I'm gonna save mine as matplotlib example. Hit enter. Okay, save this, F5, and let's take a look. So it's now running. As you can see, it's been restarted, and my Python launcher's appeared. Awesome. So now if you take a look, let me minimize this for you guys. We have rain in December, we have inches of rain, and we have days in December. So at the end of the day, this is actually pretty darn cool. I mean, we've now added a title, we've added the X label, we've added the Y label. So now it's looking like a more complete graph. I'm pretty sure you agree with me here. So the next thing that I want to talk about is reading off from a file. In the next lecture, we'll discuss how you can get data from a data source and create a graph from those points. See you then.